Phil, is it the case that a few too many of the squad are just out of form at the minute?
Well, you couldn't have said that at half time. I thought at half time on Tuesday night it was probably one of our better performances. It was a proper game of football. It was a battle. It was a war of attrition. It was just everything you like about a game of football, and the technical side of it was good as well. It's about getting our noses in front. I think, you know, it's something that we've looked at long and hard. I think I spoke to Chris yesterday about leading up to the Hull City game. We've gone 15 games, 1 defeat. After the Hull City game, we've not won a game. So something is missing, and it's just that belief, I think, of getting over the winning line again. Once we get over the winning line, I think everybody comes back to the party. So in answer to your question, I suppose, yes, everybody is slightly below par or below par, full stop. Collectively, we've got to get back above the line and bring our best game to the table to try and win a game. And
there was an element of maybe playing Northampton at the wrong time because they'd just picked up their form, and lo and behold, Wycombe had just beaten Chesterfield and won at Exeter.
Yeah, it's hopefully it's a time where you go back to Roots Hall. The crowd are going to play a massive part. I think I said that to Chris yesterday. Steve Kavanagh's doing everything he possibly can to bolster the numbers, and if we can get the crowd off their seats and get them behind us and get that York City mentality, you know, that Northampton mentality that we had at home, the games that we've won, I think the crowd have played a massive part in it, and that's what we need on Saturday, regardless of who's in town, whether it be Wycombe or Chesterfield. If we've got the fans behind us and they create that kind of atmosphere that gets us into a winning mode, then if they get us over the winning lane, then they've played their part as well.
We're coming up against Wycombe, who have picked up a little bit of momentum. They're 4 unbeaten now, 2 wins in their last 2 clean sheets, and so it's going to be a tough game.
Of course, like I think if anyone don't really know the league, as in League 2, anyone can beat anyone on the day, and it's all about mistakes. And as long as we cut out our own mistakes, I think that's what's costing us at the moment. It's our team mistakes that's costing goals. If we can stop those mistakes, I'm sure that we'll get the results that we need. But first and foremost, we just got to make sure we put the performance in, not just for the first half or for the second half. It has to be for the whole game. There is going to be spells where we might not play so well during the game, but we've got to make sure we're strong enough to stay in with the performance standpoint in the games that we need.
And we're going to have to show our battling qualities, which maybe we didn't show in the second 45 on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think obviously our system that we played in the first half sort of affected them, and you can tell by that because in the second half they had changed their system, and maybe we didn't realise they had probably changed their system. And at the end of the day, the gaffer always says to us, it's not about systems, it's about the mentality of the players when they're playing. Players can play wherever they have to play, but as long as the boys have the right mentality, then they're going to get results. And I think we just need to make sure we focus on putting in the performance, and the result will come. It's going to be a tough ask because Wycombe are doing really well now. They've always been a strong team when you play against them, whether they're playing at the top or the bottom. So starting with this Saturday, we've got to put things right.
Is it a case of the result is a lot more important than the performance with the run we're on at the moment?
I think so. Like I said, I think you can play as well as you want to play, and if you don't get the result, people turn around and say, oh yeah, they did well but they didn't get the result. But at the end of the day, we didn't get the result. So at the minute, I think it's just about getting the results that we need, because we've got to put this slum to bed. Even though like the performances might have been okay in the last month or so, it's not the results that we're getting and the results that we expect. We started so well for the first 2 halves of the season, and now this last half of the season, it hasn't been as good. So we need to make sure we get our minds back on it. And as like you say, it's about winning at all costs. And whether that means there's a dogged fight and it becomes a scrappy goal that wins the game for us, so be it.